Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I have my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, and we are going to talk about some very interesting news today. We're going to talk about how Veve is silently building now and doesn't even tell us anymore when they are progressing with a little milestone. And we are also going to talk everything about Bitcoin, some crypto. We are going to talk about Chainlink, DYDX, and even Lunar Classic today. And we are going to look at the charts, obviously, but all of that right after the intro. Good morning, every one of you. I see Trucking Hank is trucking in Canada and says good morning to you. Hope you have a great time. Felipe is also here. Good morning, Moti Lee. Ethan Mascarenas. Here we go. Hey, what's up, man? Smarty Pants is here as well. GM. Hey, Smarty Pants. How is it? Have you already connected to Stacker? Zach is here. Good morning, PH. Nice to see you. Nice to see some. There's always in my streaming software something over the last word in the first line, which is this heart button. You can press that button, by the way, to see some positive action in the market. Yeah, 100%. I mean, positive action all across the board, right? But yeah, I agree with you. Good morning, Zach. Yeah, so guys, make sure to smash up the like button. 15 people already here, so that is we haven't even started yet, so that is unusual. But probably everyone wanting to know what's going on with Veve. So if you guys want to become a rare hodler, this means a channel member to my channel, then you're going to get your name here on the screen and access to exclusive Telegram group. That is all the utility for now. It's mostly to sponsor this channel. Yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's start. So first of all, let's look at the broader market and get this right in the middle. So what has been happening regarding the Bitcoin spot ETFs is actually that the SEC has kicked off the comment period for Franklin Templeton Bitcoin ETF earlier than expected. Yeah, see this here, and that could be a bullish sign for approvals in January, because if they do it earlier, there's no need for them to do that earlier than expected unless they want to bring all to the same level before they are going to approve them all at once. So that is potentially going to happen. Now, what's also going to happen in the next year, besides the, excuse me, guys, besides the spot ETFs is, I need a sip. Sorry about that. Got some dry throat here. That the Deutsche Bank, yeah, of Germany here, they're expecting 100 basis point rate cut from the Fed during 2024. So that would be basically, that would mean that the money printer has to start in 2024. And that is also what the market CME watch tool and so on are expecting. So we have actually a lot of people talking here today. So guys, make sure to smash up the like button once more. We already have 20 people here. Mark D says, nice video on Stacker today. Lots of potential to open up social aspects of collecting and Veve. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I agree with you. And guys, if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. SmartyPants says, yeah, already connected to Stacker, really liking the leaderboard section. I ranked number 5 for top Disney collectible holders. Damn, that's a lot. Ethan says the fact that they didn't make a tweet about them deploying this feature is quite impressive. Yeah, absolutely. top 5 Disney wars, and Midas touch green is also here. Okay, so we are going to look at Stacker frequently now in the live streams, but all of that only after we talked a little bit crypto before. This one is impressive. So we've just talked about when the money printer goes back on, we for sure know that always almost every fiat currency is either getting cut off before this happens or will end up in this. And this is, someone said, this what paying off your credit card with cash looks like in Argentina. And that is, yeah, obviously, right, in hyperinflation, that is what you're getting. And in Argentina, that's the case right now, uncontrollable hyperinflation. What helps against this is Bitcoin. And here we see the stock to flow model once again. And if we're getting the chat to the side a little bit, we see the gray line. So the gray line is where more or less always the price gets pulled to. And this line here sits at 532,000 US dollars. So technically, if stock to flow is correct all the time, then the Bitcoin price, first of all, should be getting sucked up to 50,000 in the next couple of months before the halving. And then through and after the halving, Bitcoin should be going somewhere in the range of 500,000. But last time also the stock to flow model predicted something around 100,000 more or less, and it didn't quite get there, right? We ended up at 69,000, so we could be ending up at 300,000 Bitcoin, for example, and then this gets adjusted, right? So the stock to flow is just a more or less prediction of where things could be going. So this is absolutely crazy if you imagine that we are only right here in the blue zone. So the blue zone Bitcoin price, and then you see here how the closer we get to the halving, the more these colors are changing in this bar, right? So after the halving, we're starting right here at the white and red again. And you can see here, every time after the halving, we have the jump. So this is just the calculation of the jump. I hope that this will result in such exorbitant prices. And what we are seeing right now in the market, you can see it here, right? Top 100 is nothing, right? That is nothing. What we're seeing out of the altcoins, 20% here and there, is absolutely nothing. Speaking of which, we have some pumps here. We have Stacks pumping, we have Say pumping, we have Loon C pumping, Luna Classic pumping, X and EHEX. Now there are 2 coins. Actually, I have to look that up, what is happening. Arweave is a pick on this channel, is also 10% up once again. Rune is pumping. We can barely see that here behind the chat. Yeah. But overall, the market is green, and if we are looking at even the weekly, then we see that, for example, Luna Classic is up big time, and people are asking, why is Luna Classic up big time? So here's the answer. Luna Classic price soared as Binance launches USTC perpetual contract. Actually, it's Binance, right? We have learned that it's actually Binance.
Actually, it's Binance.
Okay, just a little bit on the side here, just a little bit joke on the side. But yeah, so actually what we also saw is if we go to top 200 here, together with this, USTC, the Luna stablecoin has also been rising. I mean, that's how a stablecoin performs when it depegged and went under, right? So absolutely crazy. But hey Luke, what's going on? GM from the gym, Green Lantern. Hey, good morning. Johnny Dunn is here. Hey man, what's going on? How is life without with a drop queue, man? do you still have life purpose, Johnny, with that on Vivi? Vivi Avatar says, GM or smash up the like button. Hey, yo, thank you very much, Vivi Avatar. Sven Jihanis, Janid, I don't know. I try that every time. Sven is here. Good morning. Zach, Richard, preach it, Janet. Yeah, absolutely, man. What's going on?
Binance.
Binance, largest virtual.
Binance.
Binance,
Okay. I really need that as a widget probably for subscriber alert or something like that. That's absolutely great. But that is the reason, if in case you're asking, why Luna Classic is up and why the stablecoin to Luna is doing crazy stuff. So people somehow are trading this now, right? So then also Chainlink has now upgraded staking mechanism with 45 million link in pool. So a 9-day priority migration period has begun. So that staking is going to drive up TVL very likely. Yeah. 7 is okay, or Sven. And then lastly, I want to highlight DYDX as a coin with news. DYDX is a DEX and it has just advanced out of beta phase and into full trading mode. So there's basically the sub DAO that is taking, where people are taking decisions. So they have taken the decision to go out of this. Validators and stakers will continue accumulating rewards. During beta phase, the platform recorded approximately 1.86 million in trading volume. So that is a rising DEX that actually, could be doing really well. And the token behind that could be something to look out for, to watch out for. You can stake that and then trade on DYDX. So apparently DYDX has been doing really well in the last couple of months. But so that is Luna, Chainlink, and DYDX. I'm running a little bit through the market to get to Ecomi and Veve. But I still want to look out for what is happening for Bitcoin, because right now, yesterday we had another breakout attempt here of 38,000. So we have 1, 2, and now number 3 today. And we're actually breaking out once more. And if we are breaking out from there, we have this, we discussed this in the last streams, right? We have this price compression. That daily close has still 16 hours to go to negative. So don't read too much into this yet. We really need the close above this line to be able to proceed to our next target, which would be 41,000 Bitcoin. And that would be obviously good for the overall market. But look at this volume here. Look at the volume before this breakout attempt, and then we're just at it again. So if there's enough volume, green volume coming in, positive volume coming in, we could see the breakout today, which would be crazy, because then we would be going with something like a breakout plus retest into the weekend. Something like this could be happening. So we could be really seeing some rallying here in the next days, and we're still waiting for the bigger pullback. So it did not happen yet. So maybe we are going to pull back from there also. We don't know. So in this market, absolutely everything can happen right now. But if we're breaking out, then we're very likely going to 41,000 relatively quickly and relatively soon. Oh, sun is rising in Germany. You can see it in my face. But that is that. And then the altcoins had been consolidating a little bit, but they are also continuing here. We see that. We had the pullback out of the altcoins. We had that. So that was 44 billion, less than 10% pullback. That was a pretty good pullback. Yo, what is going on? We got a new rare hodler, a new channel member, and someone new to invite to the rare hodlers group. Midas Touchscreen has just become a member. So welcome to the rare hodler family. Let's have coffee together. Make sure to get in touch with me either on Telegram, if you can find me there, or on Twitter. If you cannot, shoot me a message on Twitter, tag me in a comment or so that I can send you the link to our group. Yeah, so good stuff. Now, yeah, let's give a warm welcome to meet us here. Nice. What else we need to watch? Bitcoin dominance, we need to look at it a little bit, because we still need to see if it collapses, it's time for altcoins, right? But we're going to really look at it from a weekly perspective, and we see that with this recent movement, Bitcoin is gaining in strength again. It has lost a little bit. Altcoins have been doing really well in those 2 red weeks, but it seems that we are just repeating that we are going up once again, so that Bitcoin is going to put in another pump up. And I really think that we are going to go into the next year with stronger Bitcoins, and then just pullbacks from time to time that leads in small altcoin rallies. But overall, I think Bitcoin is going to increase in strength because of the spot ETFs. I mean, it makes sense, right? All the narrative is on Bitcoin at the moment. GM All Blaze 13, what is going on? Bringing the fire today. And Jeffrey Lee, GM guys, Jeffrey, what's going on? Let's look at the Ecomi. I think we have to really... You really need to want to see something, right? To be able to talk about Ecomi in these days as a content creator. But there we go. So, Ecomi market. If we can continue that would be really great, because we would form a double bottom within our double bottom, right? Something like that, to turn around here, this and this. We need something really substantial right now. What we do not want to see is something like this, right? But so far, here are our extended double bottoms. So here's number 1, and here's number 2, just for the people that haven't seen it. Yeah, and what's also notable, at least, is that the volume did not collapse down to these super low volumes. So we have actually a higher volume, especially with this mega purchase here, but we have in total a little bit more volume on Ecomi. So oops, that was not planned. What I wanted to do was to get rid of the lines, but I can't. So I think for Ecomi, we really this is a very critical time. And now, yep, there we go. We just went red on this candle, but doesn't matter. Don't panic. I think either, well, a little bit more red. Either we are going to stay in that trading range for a little more while, and this could be a longer while. This could be weeks, yeah. Or what also could be happening is that for traders, this is now a confirmed signal together with the other bottom, and that they are now allocating funds, but we are not on exchanges. So here's the thing, I would almost bet on this price until the year's end, if there is not news for Ecomi that is coming out first. If there is news, it will just look like this. You go and you'll just have this, right? If there's any news like that are coming out that affect utility, and this could either be that you can use your MCP points, because that means that the soft staking gets value, or it could mean that it could be that you get the bronze tickets, which also will start basically the Ecomi circulating supply burns. So yeah, either one of those would more likely than not make Ecomi go up very much, right? And then it's only a question of how much volume can we get and how much volume we have that attracts new exchanges. Justin says, I sold some ADA and Alluvium for OMI. Yeah, that's, I mean, if you needed some more OMI in your bag, that's certainly a good choice, I think. Yeah, so I'm okay with my 15% Ecomi in the bag for now, but over the time when I DCA into other projects and other coins, I'll also allocate more to that. Let's get to the good stuff, guys. So this one here is from, or Sergio has reported this as one of the first. And I want to talk about this because the stream is about this, let's say. Finally, you can log into Veve via your mobile phone without being forced to download the app. Huge, in my opinion. For the first time, you can now use your native mobile browser such as Safari on your iPhone to use Veve. Prior to this, you would encounter a page that redirects you to the mobile app, so the only way to go to the web app was via a desktop interface. With this update, you now have the convenience of logging into Veve via your mobile device. Also, if you want to help the Veve platform, this is a great way to save the company the 30% in fees that Google and Apple charge platforms for using App Store when purchasing gems. They don't charge the fees when you go to the website via native browser. This new mobile browser experience feels just as easy to use as the mobile app, and this is very critical. So it looks the same as our app, just on app.veve.me. Now here comes the critical part, which Sergio didn't really outline, is it's not only that you save 30% for Veve if you are loading up gems there. It's also if you are not in the US or so, I cannot tell for the US, but in Germany, if I want to upload gems on the app, they just charge me a full extra dollar per 5 gems. If I just want to upload 5 gems to buy some super cheap comics, right? They just want an extra dollar from me. They just want an extra euro from me, in fact. That is absolutely crazy because I would paying 6 euros to then get 5 gems to then DCA that into the market where I pay the fees, where in turn in the future I would have to then pay 10% cash out fee on top of whatever I make. So that's too much. That's too much fees, right? So with this, I can now, when I'm on the way, go into app.veve.me and I load up gems via credit card or something like that, and I pay way less than if I would do that in the Apple Store. So that's one thing. The second thing is that could actually get some people easier access to Veve that just want to check it out quickly. They can probably just create an account. 20% is absolutely wild. 30% fees in the App Store for. So I hope that everyone uses this, and basically they could turn off the in-app function if they want, the in-app function to load up cash if they want. And actually that is very bullish for the collectibles, right? For the liquidity. So I think this is a great advancement, and I think they could be talking about this more, but they don't. And I think this is part of the new strategy where they just develop and release. And I think this makes the product really, really, really much better. 20% is absolutely wild if you calculate that on a small amount, and even if you, I think it's 20% actually on every amount, because I also tried to load up 50 gems and they just wanted more than 55 euros from me. So that's absolutely crazy. So that would be more than 10% even on the higher numbers. So that's absolutely wild, right? But it seems that everything is there on a browser extension. So even that would be a possibility to, if something bugs out with your app, you can just go there to not miss the drop or something like that, and see if the app works on this. So I think it's absolutely crazy here. That is also happening. I think it's a cool drop, by the way. That's why I want to talk about it. It's a Thanos copter. Obviously, this is a little bit of a trashy little toy drop. It goes along with the Chimichangas truck, but I think just stuff like that, like Degen stuff like that, is interesting on Veve. Not because this is going to yield returns, but I think that it's just giving something for people to talk about. I mean, we see that this tweet gets a little bit more interaction than some of the other tweets. Also, I wanted to mention that the comic drop yesterday also did sell out. 6,000 editions. The secret rare is way above the normal prices. 150 edition secret rare, it's at 165 gems or so. So that is really good that they have found a little bit more of a interesting number of editions in total for their comics. There is another comic today. It's no, actually it's not today. It's probably tomorrow. I don't know. And we have this teaser. Something's returning. What is that? So this obviously is stars, right? So, and this usually is when in Star Trek it has warp, but it could be also Star Wars. What do you think, guys? Yeah, so here we see, but here is in the other direction, right? So here we see it, here we see it backwards. So and here in this GIF we're seeing it coming to the front. So the question is it a Star Wars drop? No, it's not that. It's not that. Maybe it's Star Trek. I don't know. Is it returning? Chevy Torres says, hope it's only to gem. Yeah, otherwise, okay. It was a few months ago where I asked David, how do we keep licenses interested in space when they were once on a failed platform, like insert, like Recur, he means. And he responded with something super interesting. I think he said that they were getting licenses that were on failed platforms. So this could be actually Star Trek returning after they failed on Recur. That could be the case. And that would be also a bullish statement, because that actually means, look, we tried it somewhere else, didn't work, we're coming back to Veve because they are the only ones that where we were successful with our drop. So that could also be happening, right? That would be a bullish statement to go into the next bull market. And the next bull market obviously will attract more liquidity. Also, we're getting this. So actually this is on Friday. The Christmas comic. Actually, I like these. The comic books with the Donald Duck series. So I really like that stuff. It's actually something that I would grab to read, honestly. Really, because just like the Christmas feeling. I always liked as a child when there was a Christmas edition or so. So why not? Why not? But that doesn't mean that you guys have to spend $6.99 for a comic that probably never will appreciate in value. But I could see myself going for that one. On Saturday there will be New Zealand stamps. So if there are stamp collectors, then obviously also check this out. Yeah, I don't know if these stamps are worth anything. I have no idea. The Thanos copter is on Sunday, so we really have drops almost every day. Then Tuesday, 5th of December, there's another comic that only has 4 rarities. Apparently, no, what am I saying? It's 5. I just didn't see this one here because it's super colored out. But so we need to go over this a little bit. But I don't like the artwork, and it's a super new comic. So I'm probably not going for that one. There was a little bit of an lag and outage here of quickly, only for an hour. Veve communicated and fixed that, also good. This here dropped. Where's the other comic drop that is scheduled? Where is it? This one here. I'm talking Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow. There is this X-Men comic drop, and I think that one could be worth going for, as we see here, because this is X-Men number 3, so a very early one. The secret rare looks weird, but it's funny. And we see here they put out these comics now on a 6,000 edition basis with a little bit reallocated variant. So yeah, or not reallocated, but everything is a little bit more scarce, but not as scarce as the 5,000 one. So we are ending up at 150, right? So I think for $6.99 and with that scarcity and being X-Men 3, I'll go for that comic drop tomorrow, if I don't forget. Let's look at Stacker also. And that is something that I want to do frequently now, do some market watch here on Stacker for Veve. I think it's interesting. And once again, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm giving feedback, what I think and what I would like to see as a streamer. But I'm really happy that I have a tool that works fluently and that shows me what is going on. So let's see first what's up today. Okay, so in floor prices, 144% pump on the Cruella vintage metal poster. Okay, Diablo is up quite a bit, 80%. With a $125,000 market, it's crazy. Like if you calculate the market cap on these collectibles, the collectible in itself is like a super micro cap in the crypto space. And some collectibles, if you look for are bigger than that. They are bigger in market cap. Partner statues bigger than some altcoins, right? So, yeah. But then let's also look quickly at one thing. There is a highlight here of the most significant transactions, and actually that today we only have that the Big Bird 42 sold for actually we do not see the selling price, so that would be something that I would be interested in seeing. We only see the floor price, right? Or that's probably the selling price, because I can't imagine that is sitting at 130 floor, right? So that must have been sold. Let's see. Yeah, actually it says here floor price with 130. And if we check out a specific collectible, we see how many top holders there are. So this is actually good. We should check that out for some comics. That is something that I didn't mention in the last video. So let's get myself out of the screen so you guys can see better. So if we take the partner statue, we see here that Dr. Profit is holding 400 of those. And then there are a couple of other holders, but no one nearly as much as Dr. Profit with the partner statue. The floor price is currently at around a little bit below 2K. But that's super interesting. I'm going to hang out a lot on this page apparently. So let's look up some comic. Okay, so let's look up Marvel MC1 comic. How that is. Yeah, actually, there is one guy that holds 20 of those, and Dr. Profit holds another 17 of those. And then there are a couple of people that have that stacked, but not too much. That is an interesting distribution, because that is 10% of the supply of this comic is held. Actually, more than 10% is held from these top 3 wallets, right? So all of these, if we calculate, all of these wallets are holding about 20% of the entire supply of that comic. and the floor price is at 3,775. Here is a little bit of a strategy for me. Let's get my face back in when I talk about this. So I'm observing even these super big collectibles that seem out of reach, because I could imagine that when Bitcoin is running and altcoins are running, that these prices are, for a moment at least, that they are dropping even more on some of these collectibles. So that could bring some of them in the range where I would want to grab them up. So I want to, for example, have Journey into Mystery 83, the secret rare here. And by the way, the search function works absolutely seamless. You saw that I just put Journey in here and it already filtered directly. I didn't have to press enter or anything. So Journey into Mystery actually is very well distributed, it seems, right? So this one here, actually, the top holders have 4 of this. So, and this is one that I'm looking, but I actually want to have it below $1,000. I want to buy this one, but I want to have it below 1K. So I saw it already being listed one time for $7.99, but I didn't have the money at the time. But that would be a price where I probably would grab one. Yeah, and here we also see, here we see it a little bit. Here was the floor, 750. Yeah, so we see it. We can do chart analysis on the floors. We actually see that this is coming up a little bit more right now. So I will observe that. I hope that it's not running away from me, because that is one of my favorite ones. But yeah, let's see. So comic, and we want secret rare. So we want to see another one of the big secret rares. Here we have Amazing Fantasy, and here also we see that it's not as distributed as, for example, Jim 83. So here we see Dr. Profit has 11 of those, and someone has 20. That's absolutely crazy. So I don't know if these wallets technically are, maybe this is something where there's a wallet where Veve held them back or so. But overall, we see Dr. Profit has been getting into this is a little bit. I would like to have the selection still, but no problem. Let's look at another one of those. I'm really interested in those comics here. So also here, Dr. Profit has 2.83% of supply of this comic. The floor price is at $9.95 because it's a 600 edition one. We have to compare it now with Jim 83, for example, compared. It's the same floor price, but Jim only has 250 editions. So obviously Jim is way more undervalued compared to Fantastic Four #1, but obviously Fantastic Four #1 is the bigger comic, that I would not deny, but Jim 83 is a big comic and is way more scarce. So that's what I'm looking at as well, like the comparison in the market. So I could see either that one dropping or Jim has to go up tremendously, right? But that offer, guys, let me know if you want me to look up a specific collectible or a specific comic or so, then just let me know. Yeah, what else could we see? The Daredevil comic is kind of interesting to me as well, the first Daredevil comic. And here we see also, here's a little bit better distribution, but there are 2 wallets that have quite a bit of this comic. I think one of them is giant-sized comics, but I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, let's also check out Secret Rare. Look at this. Look at the distribution. Dr. Profit has 79 Secret Rare Spider-Mans. Yeah, and that is obviously, that is almost 8% of the market, and then the rest has neglectable amounts of Secret Spider-Man. But if there was someone who could dump on people, then that would be Mr. Dr. Profit. But I think even 80 editions in a bull run is not really much to dump, and he would probably not sell anyways all of them. But you see how some collectibles are very well distributed and some of them are not, right? So let's look at the TOTs as well. 200. So Dr. Profit holds 2.87% of the supply here. 200 is on total editions of 7,500 is not too much. So actually, TOT is better distributed among all wallets than other collectibles. And TOT has been going down quite significantly. So yeah, very interesting. So Stacker gives us a nice little tool at hand to see what people are stacking, who is stacking them, and how they are distributed. So here we see now Emperor Fist is actually also Dr. Profit is the leader on this one with 8% of the supply. Sorry about that. Actually we can check out even wallets. That is crazy. So let's check out Dr. Profit's wallet here. What he bought. Seems like he bought some of the last collectibles, but not much. He bought some low mints. Look at that, 72 Pink Panther. Here we see Zimba. Wednesday and Thing. So that is on drop probably. No, that was on drop. He minted that. Interesting. So we can check out Bezogeman here. That is really good. So if I go on the front page, I can just directly go into the IMX wallet on the leaderboard of Bezogeman and see what he bought directly here. Can I filter that? I think I can. Oldest. Let's go to old. Let's look at Bezogeman's first buy. It was a TOT. Look at that. So actually, Bezogeman is an OG. It seems, at least, right? So if I'm in this wallet and I have the transactions, what happens if I go to NFT? Guys, and let me know if you want me to look someone up, right? Okay, so if I go to NFTs, I can search for, but I cannot see the overall holdings. Okay, any price over 1,000. Let's see what Bezogeman bought for over 1,000. But I think the prices are maybe. Oh, here we go. So Bezogeman bought 233 for $8,000. A Reso for 1.4 thousand. Two ASM Spider-Man for 1,000. MC1, he bought the number 2 for 50. What the what is going on? Wow. He bought this one for 50, or is that just the floor price right now? It says your floor price, right? But yeah, maybe he didn't. He didn't buy that for 50,000. That is let's check that out. That is the floor price, right? No. That is the purchase price, because the floor is at 100,000. So he actually bought that thing. Now I lost my filter. He actually bought that thing for $50,000. Bezogeman bought No Time to Die Aston Martin DB5 for $50,000. That is absolutely crazy, man. $12,000 for A15. I don't know, by the way, why. Okay, it's only can I sort that? Transfer mint, NFT. I cannot sort that by the price. So you would. So he has 11. He has 11 transactions that cost him more than 1,000, and the rest is lower. Okay, so any price. Okay, so that would be basically, yeah, that would be the most interesting stuff of Bezogeman. That is crazy, but we're going to check that out from time to time. So that is one thing that we can do apparently. Wow. Okay, so I really love that. We can check out what people are doing in a very comfortable way. And we can also see, look at this, for example. We have someone with 5 Veve gold logos. And we can check probably out what this person is doing with it. Any price over 1,000, we should be seeing the gold logos here, unless they have been redeemed, all of them. Okay, so here we don't have data. Does that mean that Dr. Profit is sharing the data and actually... So at any price I can see the data, but oh, maybe he never spent more than that. So let's see over 100. So that means if he didn't... Yeah, so if he didn't spend, if this wallet didn't spend money on the logos, then they bought the cards OTC probably. And yeah, that must be it, right? So yeah, crazy. I really love that. So I can research the market like crazy now. Let's look at my dashboard, how it is. So yesterday I was at 6.6400 something. Now it's a little bit down, but here we see it. You said Randy. So then, but Randy has his name on this, right? So, okay, interesting. So we see here that Zero Legacy is number 1, Dr. Profit number 2, King Marv's is number 3, Veve Fambam has 2, Mark Hune has 2. If Randy has 3, then Randy is either King Mavs, which I doubt, or he doesn't have 2. He doesn't have 3. He has only 2 maybe. Or Randy has 3, but one of them is an unredeemed card. That could be also the case, right? So I cannot see here if he's maybe in the 2 and he doesn't appear here. I cannot see that. The floor price of a logo is 4,250. Let's see how it performs. Actually, that one is appreciating in value over time. Over the 2 years, it has. Since it's out since July, end of July 22. So it's out since about 1.5 years, and it has been appreciating a little bit in value, but it's keeping relatively stable. It has a market cap of $2 million. If you would buy all logos for floor. Okay. Yeah, so full transparency from my side when I play around with this. Here's my vault value, so to say. This is my collectibles, this is my comics. I would like to have something like a pie chart for that one here in the top. That would be cool if I could have a pie chart. Yeah, and you see my last purchases, so I didn't purchase anything more. There will be hopefully a couple of more of these, or a journey into mystery at one day. We will see if I manage to get that one. Yeah, so yeah, on my transactions here. My transactions, there you go. Bought some stuff. Bought some Lomans here, look. 257, 325, 348. I mean, I couldn't resist, right, at these prices. One Uncanny X-Men 1. But the floor is weird, because at some points the floor price shows the real floor, and at some points it shows what I paid for it. Is that correct? Because yeah, Uncanny X-Men 1. I minted that, so that's the floor price, right? So this is super weird. I will check that out. I will ask Dr. Profit how this works, because I think in this column needs to have another name in some sections of the platform. Randy's wallet would be the one with the most Loki. True. So let's check that out. Loki. Loki. There we go. Where's the Loki? We want the alligator. It's a secret rare, right? There you go. This one. I'm confused, I guess. So I'm a little bit confused right now. Dr. Profit is the leader in this with 72 secret rare Lokis. Are we so either this only shows everyone that, but this can't be. This is pulling from Immutascan. This is pulling from Immutascan. So either it doesn't pull Randy's wallet, or Randy doesn't have that many alligators. But that I don't think so, because he did show on stream, right? And he can't sell them. He can't sell them all because he couldn't have sold them all because there's no liquidity for that, right? I'm confused. I will check that out. So I have two topics here. The one is the column, and the other one is why there are some. So for example, I will take snips of this. 1 second. There you go. Let me save that quickly. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I will ask around for that. 24 is still a lot of SR alligators. They were super high. Yeah, I don't know. So Randy said he has 3 logos, but there is no one with 3 logos that has his name or this wall would be in confluence with. So let's check this out. So probably if it were a ton of Lokis and one of those would be Randy's wallet, then you had 0x89 and 0xb2. So now you go back to the Veve gold logo. And we do not see any of these wallets here in the tops, right? So yeah, this is weird. I will check that out. Maybe it's not pulling all of the super 100% correct data or something, or there's something I'm doing wrong. Yeah, but I think, yeah, it's weird. Definitely. Okay. So, guys, that's from my side. Smash the like button if you enjoyed today's stream. We did a little bit of 20-minute run through the analytics. I hope you enjoyed that on Stacker. Make sure to sign up for the waiting list to get into Stacker. Mark D says, I think he probably sold a logo before the party. Yeah, that could be true. It's just I want to check. I want to make sure that everything is correct with the data. So that's why I'm going to ask. But I think it is. So yeah, and he probably didn't toggle his name, so we cannot see him. There would be his wallet address. We would technically have to know. But anyways, so guys. Make sure to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, tick the little bell to always get notified. If you watch this after this live stream, make sure to let me know in the comments below what you think about all of this, the new Veve functionality, the stacker insights here, and everything else. Guys, it was my pleasure, was a lot of fun today. Grab your coffees, and wherever you are on the world, have yourselves great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon, and I see you in the next video or live stream tomorrow at Crypto Morning Coffee. Bye.